Bar Group, raising the bar in real estate. Your Lake Highlands, Lakewood, Preston Hollow pros. You can find them at thebargroup.com. Unparalleled customer service for your real estate needs. The Bar Group. Okay, let's try this again. Are you ready?
Sure.
Sure. That's all you say, sure? God. It's like going out on somebody on a date you don't like. Sure. What do you want to eat? I don't know. Sure. Embarrassing. Just kidding. My next guest, or my guest in studio today, her name is Christy Cook. She is a professional pickleball player, coach, tennis standout star too, right? Former tennis player?
Sure.
Shouldn't say that, whatever. Without further ado, let's introduce you. How are you today, Christy Cook?
Hey, what's up? I'm good.
Welcome to the Pickleball Show.
Thank you.
And I'm your host, Curtis Reese. We're on YouTube, Spotify. Please look at it. Please view it. It helps a lot. I used to not believe that. I thought that was stupid. I was like, what? Subscribe? Why the hell would I subscribe? But I understand now. I'm serious. Please do. And I see that's karma because I was making fun of that back, 2, 3, 4 years ago. All right. So tell us the way of pickleball, Christy Cook. Tell us about where you're from, how you got started in pickleball and everything.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's a great question. So, really, I started about 3.5 years ago. I started playing. I mean, I was all tennis, and taught tennis, and played tennis, and actually played softball in college. So
that's what it was. Where was that at?
Yeah, that was at University of Tulsa.
Nice. That's a good school.
Yep, good school, and first women's program there. And
oh, wow.
Yeah. And then, anyway, went into the business world, and then kind of just realized, and decided, man, I just want to be outside. I want to be coaching and teaching and playing. And so I got into teaching tennis. So I was doing that for like 15 years and really was playing, honestly, still playing tennis. TCD around here. Everybody knows TCD.
Terrible
All
call
the
there.
women's, yep. Yeah. That's good. I haven't heard that one.
I've had that for like 22 years.
That's really good. Anyway, and then it was about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, somebody kept asking me to play pickleball. And it was funny because, honestly, one of the people was my mom.
Yeah.
And, like many tennis players, I was like, oh, my gosh. I mean, that's like asking,
really?
That's
I
like asking
me
to play bunco and being a, poker player and be like, what? And so I just was like, yeah, no. I said no several times. And then really what got me into it is I have a nonprofit on the side, and me and this other nonprofit, we're doing a joint project together down in Frisco. And so we wanted to do just a little team building thing. And one of the ladies on that, in the project with us said, we should all go play pickleball. And she'd been playing over at Glen Eagles. And she's like, we should all go play pickleball. So at that time, I mean, everybody knows it's been growing rapidly. Yeah. So about 3 years ago, there was really nowhere to play. Really nowhere to play. And so we went and played at this Baptist church in Richardson.
It's always at a church. You know that?
I know. It was in the evening, late at night, and it was just, you put your paddles. I was like, what is this? You put your paddles in this thing. And I mean, it was just all so foreign. And that was the first night I played and kind of thought, this is kind of interesting. It's kind of fun. And so then I kind of started to play a little bit here and there just for fun. And then I was hooked. It did not take long. I mean, I was so hooked. I was that person that, the elementary school behind my house, I'm putting up, getting my own tape, painter's tape.
Yeah, you're a tape. You're a net fairy.
Yep, buying my own. Yep, bought my net, bought tape. I mean, we had a whole contraption on to catch the balls so they wouldn't run off. They would roll down, off the basketball court down to the gutter. Yeah, all the things. As of course, you can probably, anybody in the city of Frisco that lives in Frisco that's upset that the city of Frisco has now said no tape on at any of their schools. You can probably blame me.
What? That's awesome. So let me get this straight. You compared pickleball to bunco. Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I kind of did.
You did. That's fine. We'll let that ride.
Yeah.
But then also, you were a net fairy. You know what those net fairies are?
Give me
I was called this by Tammy Patisse, the director of at High Point.
Okay.
She called me a net fairy.
Okay.
2 years ago.
I'd like to know how she'd explain that.
She said that we go around putting tape down, pushing nets.
Yeah.
So,
that's true.
I don't mind being a net fairy. All right.
Yep.
All right. So let's talk about you. What type of paddle you use? Anybody like to endorse? Like, get my name drop any? Anybody?
I started with a diadem.
Oh yeah.
The Warrior.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was my first
Corbin.
paddle. Yep. I didn't even know Corbin yet, but
He's been on the show.
was my first paddle.
Oh yeah.
And it was the Warrior, you know,
Yes.
nice
Oh, yeah.
thick paddle, and I don't know, I loved it, and I honestly have not changed since then. I've been through I've tried the Icon, I've been through the Warrior Edge.
You didn't like the Icon?
I play with all.
Icon's
I
pretty
didn't really
thin.
like the
You didn't-
Icon as much. Yeah, but
Nice
now I'm
play.
playing with the Edge, the smaller, the 14 millimeter.
Okay.
and
That makes more sense. You're fast.
I love it.
You're
love it,
fast,
love it.
and you're pretty. I'm not gonna, I don't want to say aggressive, but I would think with someone with your skill set, which is much better than mine, is that fast hands. So you want to probably thinner paddle, give more, right? I mean, I don't know. Some people do.
Yeah.
All right. So favorite pickleball memory so far?
Oof.
There's a lot of
You
them.
know, it's. I mean, I've played with so many different people over the last few years, which is one of the things I've loved about the sport is how many new people I've met in such a short amount of time. But those early days, you know, being the net fairy or whatever you were calling me, it was such a special time because it was me and these 3 other ladies, and,
Yeah.
and that's we kind of developed a friendship over it. And we were meeting at this elementary school. It was during the summer, so school wasn't in session, and so we were able to meet every morning at 7 a.m. before one of the ladies had to go to work, and we would set up this net. I mean, I would literally pull my car up on the basketball court,
Oh yeah.
turn it backwards,
yeah.
flip the lid.
Oh, yeah.
We'd put on our soccer chairs.
Yeah.
I'd have a playlist. We'd play, and we did that every morning almost for that entire summer.
What
And so
summer
it's
was that?
still,
2020 or 18 or
let's see,
19?
this would have been right after COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so it still was. It's still one of my favorite memories because.
Who were these peeps? Do you want to name drop
it's
them?
like how Carolyn Quarles, shout out, Holly Hammond, Tony Thrash.
There you
shout out.
go.
Yep.
We'll tag them.
Okay.
We will.
But anyway, it was just still one of my favorite memories because, I mean, that's your grassroots pickleball. Like, we just loved to play. And then what would happen was people from the neighborhood, right, that they would, because it was close to a neighborhood, they'd walk by and they'd be like, what are you playing? And then my neighbors, and it just opened up doors of communication. Other people we would see, the tape, we'd leave it down. We'd see other people come use it and put their nets up. And anyway, it's still one of my favorite stories.
Well, that's how we all kind of get started. I think I may have found a home at Play Count.
Yeah.
Better.
Shout
But
out.
I've been hopping around for a while, but it's fine. But those are good memories whenever you start with somebody who, it's like your college players you play with in college. You remember the fun ones and the mean ones, and they're all being pretty cool as you get older, I believe.
Yeah.
I went to 3 different colleges, 2 different states, and there's 1 or 2 guys I wasn't really a fan of, but I look back and we're still buddies. You know, you just get over that stuff. That's the beauty of sport, and that's like we tell our sons. My wife and I do. We builds it and it reveals it.
Yep.
So, all right. So that's a good memory right there. We're getting all touchy. We're getting all awesome, getting down to earth here with DCC Christy Cook, who just ran up to me and says, "Hey, dude, can I be on your show?"
I gotta be on your show.
See, that's what I'm talking about. She did that.
I don't know how much did I have to pay
No, she
you. I
didn't.
don't remember.
Nothing. So tell us about your favorite paddle. You said just your favorite paddle. I'm sorry, Diadem.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried a few here and there for different reasons, and I just always go back to my Diadem.
What about apparel? You have an
Corbin
apparel
will be
company?
happy.
You use like for feet, for shoes.
That's a good question. You know what? I was Asics girl.
There you
Only
go.
Asics. I was even wearing volleyball Asics
Really?
because they were lightweight.
Yeah.
And I loved them. And then Diadem just recently came out with a shoe.
That was my question.
and
Is it good?
Yeah, I really
Really?
like it. Yeah. And I have.
I'm
a
not
small
bagging.
foot,
I'm not
small
bagging. I'm
person.
just saying
No.
that let me ask this question:
Yeah.
Do you really see a difference as an amazing tennis player and pickleball player? Do you think is there a difference between a pickleball shoe and a tennis shoe, objectively speaking?
Yeah, I don't see a difference in the tennis shoe. I think the one that I've seen in terms of like between the pickleball shoe and the tennis shoe, I feel like the pickleball shoe is a little tiny bit heavier than the tennis shoes I was playing in. And then they're obviously heavier than the volleyball shoe I was wearing. The volleyball shoes were pretty lightweight.
Yeah.
But I feel more support around the heel. Like, to me, that's the biggest difference.
You have a high arch. I do. I got high arches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a sign of an athlete, people. I'm just kidding. Not me, her. All right. So, favorite player?
Oh, gosh.
Male, female, junior, female, girl, whatever, anything, boy, men, whatever.
I really have loved watching some of these really young players
Like Ryder Brown.
come up. Yeah. They're just
He's
so
local,
exciting. They're
Frisco,
fun.
yeah.
They're, yeah.
She's going to come on.
Really?
I had her on at, the mom. Anyway, I had Mrs. Brown on. I'm sorry, I forgot your name, but she was doing a TCD boot camp.
Uh-huh.
And I just picked some people at Dallas Indoor Pickleball, not props. I
Yeah.
did the TCD pickleball. I do it every year, boot camp. I'm out there streaming.
Nice.
Anyway, and I met her, and I said, "Do you have kids to play?" She goes, "Oh, my son's a professional player." I'm like, "Really?" And she's not the type. You could tell when people are full of it, and some aren't.
Yeah.
And I was raised that if you were good, you were good.
Yeah.
Don't be a jerk about it. If you were bad, don't be a jerk, and don't act like you're good. So I didn't get any of that from her. She's an amazing family, and so Ryder Brown's one of the upcoming juniors. You're Ryder Brown, all right. So favorite tip.
Oh, my favorite tip.
My
My favorite tip, honestly, is for tennis players. The first thing I usually will say to a tennis player when they want to learn to play is forget everything you know.
Thank you.
Yep.
Everybody heard that.
Yep.
Forget what you play. And it's not the same skill set. It's okay. Same skill set. I misspoke. Different tactics.
Right,
all that.
here's what I tell people. It's a really good foundation. The same foundation. The muscles, the core. It's a very similar foundation. But in terms of the types of strokes and what you're going to want to do and the strategy and where you're going to want to be and when you're going to want to be there,
That's
very
true.
different. Yeah. And
That's
my
true.
other favorite tip is focus on control before you care about power.
Thank you.
Focus on the shots that are going to allow you to buy yourself time, because that's really what makes all the difference is, and when you get into pickleball, the better you get, you're going to understand what a reset is.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And there's different ways to reset. And so the more time you spend early on building the fundamentals to know how and when to reset, you'll get good fast.
I have a theory on that with regards, you can always tell me I'm an idiot and I'm fine with that. But I believe my definition of resetting is intentionally letting the ball bounce to either stay in the point or get control. That's how I define resetting. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but someone asked that question, and that's what's my answer. I mean, that's what I think. What do I know?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Think about that.
Let's see.
I think yours is.
So I'd push back on that a little bit. My definition of a reset would be find a way to create time so that you can reassess what you need to do next, right? And sometimes resetting is you're going to drop it in the kitchen and force it to bounce. Sometimes you're going to lob it so that you can create time from the lob. But to me, resetting it is, hey, this is getting out of my control. I'm going to find a way to stop it, slow it down, force them to slow down so that I can reassess.
That's nice.
Thank you.
It's the last time she's coming on the show. I'm just kidding with you. No, that's awesome. But see, that's one of the things people ask. I had somebody randomly text me or on the gram and said, "Hi, how are you?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yeah, okay, cool." So then I get another response back. "Hi, how are you?" And I'm like, "Why are you contacting me?" And I thought this person was kidding around and they want tips. And I'm like, boom, 121 episodes. First 40 are too long. Yeah, that's my first start. I hammer those out in like 8-9 months, man. 44.
That's awesome.
But
everybody's hungry.
Yeah. So let's go to favorite rule. Would you tell a 3-0, 3-5, beginner to intermediate rec player?
Yeah. My favorite rule, honestly, the one that I always feel like I have to defend because players don't believe me. So I don't know if they're getting taught incorrectly, but is we all come out, right, and you think because you hear you can't get in the kitchen. You can't get in the kitchen. They literally think they cannot step in the kitchen.
Yep, keep going.
So what I have to say is, no, that's you.
3 feet from the kitchen line, right?
Yeah.
Because they're hitting their butts, pulling back, and their pals going forward.
Yeah. But they think like even that if they see the ball's going to land in the kitchen, they think they can't even go in there.
There you go.
Until the ball's bounced. I'm like, no. If you know the ball's going to land in there, you can get in there, get set up, prepare. You just have to let it bounce before you hit it. And I can't tell you how many players that have learned somewhere.
Join the club.
Someone they argue. They literally will argue with me and be like, "You can't get in the kitchen. You can't do that." And I'm like, "You can stand there all day long. It's stupid, but you can stand there and turn around and wag your rear end.
Yeah, you do the hell you
want.
want.
You want to. You can do whatever the hell you want. Yeah. So that's my favorite rule to kind of make sure people understand accurately what that really means.
Okay, so I'm a triplet. I have a sister who's 2 months younger and a brother that's 4 months younger. This might be my sister because I was going to say that because I say that all the time. I say that about you can step in the kitchen. Yeah. You just can't volley in there. And you're telling me you've had players come across that say you can't step in the kitchen, right?
Oh, yeah.
See,
they'll argue.
It's so easy to feel like, you're the only one like, well, can they step in the kitchen?
And, here's the deal. Okay, in their defense, I understand that whoever was teaching them, They're probably trying to teach them very quickly.
Fair enough.
Right? And
Yes,
so they're
that's
like,
correct.
just here, this is all you need to know. You can't get in the kitchen unless, and so I think people take that so literal, and until they actually start to play the game and understand the nuances of those rules, then they take it super literal.
That's awesome. So, wow. I think I'm going to cry. No, I'm just kidding. It's my allergy. It's a cat.
That's that dang cat.
I know. It's like that movie. Anyway, speaking of movies,
Yeah.
we're going to roll into our next segment. This is called In the Kitchen.
Okay.
This is where we get to know.
I hate to be, by the way. I hate to be.
Yeah, that's okay. My wife and I are not domesticated at all. Our siblings are good at cooking and all this, everything, but no.
Yeah.
I'm not. Okay. Christy, favorite movie? Go. What's something
what genre?
Fair enough. God, I hate smart people. What's a good like say on a day like this, you have a great day on the court.
Here, let me help you. You want my best foreign film? No, just kidding. Comedy.
Comedy.
All day long. The Proposal. Ryan Reynolds. Sandra
Bullock.
Wow,
Yeah.
so funny.
Okay.
I could watch that over and over
Favorite
again.
European film?
Favorite emotional film?
Paradiso.
Is that what you said?
Paradiso, right? Club Paradiso.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I worked in a video store in high school and parts on and off in college.
Okay.
And one of them was a Paradiso Cinema or whatever, and it's got the guy. Anyway, forget it.
All right. Okay. Let's see what else. Favorite emotional movie? Probably I love Steel Magnolias. That's a classic. I know you're a guy. You're gonna say that. Favorite Sci-fi. Oh, Interstellar.
All right. Good.
Love Interstellar.
Favorite. What movie? Let's talk about music now. What music do you jam to before you walk on a court, or does it depend on the match?
Yeah, it depends.
There you
I've got all kinds of playlists for pickleball and the funny thing is, right, it's like, okay, you have to have your playlist that, there's going to be kids around. And then you have to have your playlist that, there's going to be, older people around.
Kids bop.
Yeah, but yeah, I love just upbeat. I'm a classic girl. Like, I love the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, just anything with a good beat.
It's the first time I've heard 90s is classic. Thanks.
Yeah.
I graduated high school in 93 and college in 97. So it was a fun years, though, man. That was a cool thing. Oh, so people that don't know, I'm starting another podcast. It's going to be with my brother, Derek, my older brother, Derek. He's shorter. Sorry, Derek, I love you. And he's 4 years older than me. I'm his clone. So anyway.
Nice. Wait. Real quick. You got to do so what's it going to be about?
Bro probs.
Okay. All right. In the kitchen, out of the kitchen, pickleball related, pickleball?
Nope, it's not pickleball related. It's It is going to be bro probs, fam probs, job probs. Boom.
All right. So we're not going deep into family issues. This is
No.
You had to stop and think about that.
No. All right, so let's go to favorite sports team.
Everybody's just going to roll their eyes right now.
I'm not.
But it's the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not going to give up on my boys.
Okay. I'm going to vomit. I'm not going to. I'm not from Texas, so it's okay. My wife is. She's from West Texas. She loves the Cowboys and all that.
Yeah.
She doesn't love them. But, I like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Jerry's got a, I know. He's like Al Davis, from my Raider hair I am. I'm a Chiefs fan. I was born in Kansas and all that.
Yep.
All right, favorite pet. You have a pet?
My dog.
Well, okay, what kind of dog?
Sadie. She's a rescue, but she's
Awesome.
got a little border collie, a little bit of blue heeler, I don't know, all kinds of stuff.
She's active like her mama.
Oh, yeah, she's awesome. Yep.
We have a Havanese named Gus, small little Argentine. I don't know why I keep saying Argentina today. Dog, and then a Labrador named Chief.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, they're good dogs. Okay, so it goes to our next segment, which is what is something about you that somebody knows that doesn't know that you think is pretty quirky or weird. The last person I had on today is an avid pretzel eater. He buys like 10 bags of pretzels every week, just munches them.
Oh, my gosh.
It's weird.
I don't know if this is going to be – okay, so people who know me, this is not going to shock on people who don't. They'll be like, who cares?
No, true. Go.
Eggs. Eggs are my go-to thing. Like, if I'm sad or depressed, I'm going to eat eggs.
Eggs?
Yeah.
What kind?
Scrambled. They could be hard.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
You're an egghead.
Egg. I'm an egghead. Yep. That's my thing. So I don't
this
cook.
might be the last time she comes.
Eggs. That's
Just kidding.
deviled eggs.
What about eggs?
Everything eggs.
Oh, my
That's
God.
Right. Yep.
That's excellent.
I don't know. Oh, that's cheesy. I don't know if there's anything really interesting
that's
about
cool.
that. But
No. Hey, listen, I've had people on who like the pretzel dude, and then I've had a person that people watches at Walmart completely sober at 1:32 in the morning on weeknights. That's fine.
Okay.
I keep going, but I don't want to say any more than that's why you got to watch everybody.
Yeah. Listen, here's the deal. I would not have said anything about eggs, but you went down the food route. So then I was like, okay, what's interesting about it?
I've never heard anybody likes eggs that much, though. I got to tell you. I hate soda. I can't drink it.
All right. That's different.
Isn't that weird? My wife hates chocolate. That's weird.
That's different, too.
Yeah, and we have 2 kids together, so those kids are different. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So I'll tell you what, how would people get in touch with you if they wanted to get a lesson from you, watch you play? Oh, yeah, real quick, side note, screw this. It's our show. Tell us about your recent tournament, please. I didn't ask about that.
Oh, yeah. So Worlds.
Tell us about that.
Super fun. So
Here in Dallas, right?
Yep,
Brookhaven
here in
Country
Dallas. And right now I actually work for what most people, I don't know what they would call it, Big Pickle, but Pickleball Inc. So I actually work for them. I run customer success for them right now.
What does that entail? What's Pickleball Inc.? Tell us what that is.
So
we'll tag that too.
That's there's a lot of names. So pickleball brackets, pickleball tournaments, the PPA tour, the UPA,
all that. So you
Just
do all
Courts. Well, I don't do all that. So
Okay.
there's a division in that company that we basically kind of own all the software, so to speak. Like our responsibility is the software, and so I run the customer success for that division.
Wow.
For the software.
She's important.
No, not really.
Shut up.
I'm important to make sure that you guys don't have any trouble with the software. So
that's important.
Very important. Yeah.
With this day and age, everything's got to be done now. It doesn't work. Oh my God, whatever.
So at Worlds, I kind of wore 2 hats, right? There, I was there partially because it's I'm part
of
the company that puts it on,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I played. But
I like how she put that first. Company you work for, and then you played. I love that.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, so it was fun, super fun. I think they're getting better and better with the event, and I love did you know there were over 55,000 people that came to that this year?
I didn't go this
over
year.
4,600 players.
Really?
And over 55,000 people that actually walked through the gates.
That
biggest pickleball event in the world so far.
That I spent 10 years at that place, Brookhaven. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's so awesome to hear because, everything's going to have everything. There's going to be mistakes.
Yeah.
You can look at mistakes as a horrible thing, or you suck, or you're not good, or you can be like me, who's a very mistakeful person, and look at it as an opportunity.
Yeah, and to me, I think what's important is you got to care about, in my opinion, right, the genuineness of people to make things better. And you're going to mess up, but if you can mess up and then say,
gracefully,
all right, how can we do it better?
Thank you,
and you genuinely want to try to make it better, then
that shows.
All you can really ask for, yeah.
How people get in touch with you again? Email?
Yell really loud.
Yo.
No.
Shut up.
You can email me. I mean, which email do you want? I've got.
What do you got? She's famous.
Christy.cook@pickleball.com. How about that one?
That's a good one. We'll tag that one.
Okay.
I can be reached at curtis@reeseracquetsports.com or the World Wide Web.
www.curtis.
Yeah, with a C and an S and REESE. No, I'm kidding. That's all we got. You think you might want to come back on?
Sure, anytime.
Me if I let her. I might. Do we need to get you eggs?
That's right. I want eggs here. Egg burrito. It's like that Forrest Gump thing, right? It was like everything was shrimp.
Oh, no. It's like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I was
doing the whole.
Have you ever seen Napoleon Dynamite?
It was like shrimp gumbo, shrimp.
Have you ever seen Napoleon Dynamite?
I have, but I don't remember what you're talking about.
Okay.
What part of Napoleon Dynamite?
They eat a lot of eggs in there.
Do they really?
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Oh, well, see, I thought you were
He has an egg sandwich.
Great.
No, it's awesome, but I'm saying that reminds me of that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Was that awkward?
Next when I come back.
No. Oops. Yeah. We did it. Had a few mishaps. Ow. But we did it. You shocked that we did it?
Nice. That was good.
It's not over with yet.
You rocked it.
Now it's over.